With my guests. One is his take on political perspective on what's been going on in Rivers State, as well as the proposal for parliamentary and regional government, which is being one of those at the vanguard. He joins us from our Abuja studio. He's a member representing Idiaton North and South Federal Constituency, Honorable Ikenga Ugochinyere. Honorable Ikenga, thank you so much for coming on the program. Thank you for having me. All right, so I know that the G60, let's begin because I heard one argument sometime about G60, whether you're really up to 60 or not. Maybe you clarify that. I know you lead the G60 and you've been at the vanguard of a couple of issues of national interest, but are you up to 60? I think now we're more than 60. Okay, I just needed to put that on the record. Now, let's begin with you've been seeing what's been playing out across the polity, both North and South, but because you're a member of the People's Democratic Party, we'll stay focused with what is going on in Rivers State, the political angle for you. We've observed as well that since this incident started, this face-off between the governor and his predecessor, or godfather as it is, not much in terms of the state leadership of the party. We've seen some level of, defense or them speaking up, or maybe in favor of the governor and all of that, or anyone they want to speak in favor of. I think the first time we saw the PDP in the state was the issue that has to do with them being joined in a particular suit that was brought before the court. So what's your assessment of how the state party, the party at the state level, and maybe at the federal level, is internalizing, intervening in this fight? To be frank with you, this is our intra-party democracy is going through. And without missing word, our party leadership at the national and at the state level have been highly compromised as it has to do with Rivers. You have a party leadership that have refused to step forward to condemn the key actors who have made this situation very difficult for our party and wants to steal the mandate of the party. You have a party leadership that deliberately, despite the alarm that was raised, appointed caretaker committee for our party in Rivers, led by members of APC. If you remember, I raised this issue. They said they were going to step it down at the next meeting. In the middle of the night, they came up and said they have an expert order, which none of us have seen, and went ahead and published these people as officers of our party. So when you ask me, why is it that much is not coming from the PDP? I will ask you, which PDP? Because the people that are there are not members of PDP, and that is why they cannot stand up to defend the interests of our party. We have a party leadership that is unable to know where to draw a line between their personal affiliation with one of the key actors in this whole crisis, which is the FCT minister, and the interests of our party. You are even aware that they were supposed to conduct the election to bring a substantive chairman by August. But while we are sleeping, they have issued another notice that until September. So deliberately, they don't want the party to move forward. Even today, if you remember, during the days of Aswaju, just with AC to ACN, he led a strong opposition movement that crystallized to a mega alliance that defeated our party. But now you have some of our governors and our party national leadership. They don't even want to mention the name Fobara with their mouth because they are so scared. Maybe the FCT minister will not be happy with them. Normally, governors elected on the platform of opposition party are supposed to have stormed Rivers in solidarity with our party. But they don't care because they're elevating some of their personal affiliation above the interest of survival of opposition in the country. So this whole thing to me is a joke. The party is not doing anything, not to even say they are doing much or not. They are not doing anything in terms of speaking with strong voice, in terms of coming forward to insist. In short, as a matter of fact, as we are aware, you saw our party going to the low level of filing an application in court to even say that those who have left our party are still members of our party so that they can help them get legitimacy to remove our party in office in Rivers. For that, these are the same people that have swore to affidavit. Thank God I even came with it to this your studio. They swore to affidavit in court that on December 11, 2023, that they have left the People's Democratic Party to join APC. But our own party in their own affidavit is saying they have not left so that they can get a court order that will help them to remove Mubarak from office. So this whole thing is a joke and is a low level for opposition politics in Nigeria. Never in the history of opposition politics anywhere in Africa can a political party abandon its own vision, abandon its own agenda in pursuit of interest that is personal and cannot help to the growth of democracy.
But do you think that they should take sides with the governor or they should intervene in the issue of the party itself? The FCT minister, as we speak, although he's serving under the APC administration, he's still a member of the PDP. The governor is still a member of the PDP. There are some lawmakers who are still members of the PDP and others is a subject of adjudication, so I'm careful, who have defected and the issue of whether or not they've defected. So it's a gamut of issues. Is it about taking sides or is it about coming to intervene, whether at the state level or at the federal level?
There's no need for any intervention here. First of all, you have elected members of your party, 27 of them, who got up one morning without any division in your party, say they are no longer members of your party, and claim that because there are discussion for merger between NNPP and Labour Party, they have left. That doesn't amount to division. And then they moved into another party, changed all the laws. They were amending laws that will make sure your party does not survive in Rivers, including making attempts to impeach your governor. There will be no intervention. The line has been clearly drawn on this particular matter. Then you have a member of your party, a former governor, who has benefited immensely from the party as a local government chairman, as a chief of staff, as a minister, as a governor. The party gave him enormous platform to reach the height he is today. But he decides to work for the ruling party that doesn't want your own party to survive, and then boldly goes publicly to say that his commitment is to ensure that your political party, the PDP, does not come anywhere near winning any presidential election till after 2027. So there cannot be any intervention. They are no longer members of the party. This is to protect what you have. But because you are in bed with him, you don't want to even protect your party. It's to move forward so that they can execute the assignment they have been given. So there's no need for any intervention here because they have clearly said they don't want the party to win. They don't want the party to survive beyond 2027. So what are you intervening? It's on video. I watched it on your TV during their Thanksgiving or reception in Rivers. They said it clearly. So it is now left for the national leadership of the party to say, no, this is not what this party was set up to do. Because you are not aligning with the vision of the party, because you don't want the party to win the election, which is one of the functions of political party, and because you don't want the party to be a strong opposition party, give way. But our own political party is even giving them the legal backing and giving them the enabling environment for them to continue the anti-party activity to the extent of filing cases in court to aid them. So we don't have a party leadership. We just have, people that APC have imposed on us and want to continue to impose on us with the sole aim of ensuring that we don't go anywhere beyond the place where we are today.
So before we get to other issues, what do you think should be the right, for instance, if you're given the opportunity to say, what are the 1, 2, 3 steps that should be taken to protect your party? What would they be?
First of all, I said our governor needs to stop sleeping. If you watch my statement today, it was very clear that why the opposition bases in Kano and leaders of our party are drinking champagne with those who must behave like governors of 99, governors of 2007, and step forward and provide leadership and stop hobnobbing with those who doesn't want us to survive, including the leaders of the party. Speak up, stand up, show solidarity in support of the opposition movement in the country. And as a matter of fact, the national chairman needs to give way for the North Central to assume their rightful position as spelled out in our party constitution so that the process of reforming and rebuilding and reconciling and uniting can commence in the party. And also, more importantly, that what needs to be done is that the federal government needs to understand that these things that are happening, these people that are claiming to be working for the federal government are actually pushing their political intent in Kano, whether in Rivers, they are not working for Tinubu. And that let's not have a repeat. This and the 1983, where the Federal High Court and the police were used by those who are close to federal government then, and that led to serious. Let's not have a repeat of that. Let the federal government be able to call these people to order because they're on a mission that is personal, it has nothing to do with the federal government.
So I got a release from the caucus of the People's Democratic Party in Rivers State, and they are not happy with you, apparently, from what I see. They consider you that more like you're meddling in the affairs of the state that is not, your state, Imo State. They say your state has myriads of issues in terms of your political party and you're not paying attention to it. They say you've thrown caution, decorum, and responsible conduct expected of your high office to the wind. What's your response to this?
I don't want to dignify such things with a response because
they are your colleagues.
The authentic Rivers, the authentic Rivers caucus have issued a statement today, and that is the one led by Right Honorable Abiante. He has issued a statement and have disowned that statement. You have Boma, part of it. You have Honorable Anderson there. You have Mona Chim. You have Emerengwa and other committed Rivers federal lawmakers who belong to that caucus. So they have issued a statement, and I think that statement is out there in the public. And if you Google it, you can see that the Rivers House of Rep caucus have disowned that statement. And for the fact that they have disowned that statement, that is not coming from them, and they have reaffirmed confidence and appreciation for many years of sacrifice in defense of democracy, that is very consoling, and I will not want to dignify anybody that is seeking my attention with a reply on that matter.
Let's now go to the other issue where